donations, as well as donations involving shelf-sustainable food items.
It's 7:08 on Newstalk 710 KURV. New data from OpenAI showing that over 1 million people talk to ChatGPT every week about suicide.
In addition to turning to a bot for information about suicide, OpenAI says a similar number of users have heightened levels of emotional attachment to ChatGPT. It's estimated that several 100,000 weekly users show signs of mania or psychosis. If you or someone you love is in need of help, the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline can be reached 24/7 by calling or texting 988. I'm Rory O'Neill.
Today is National First Responder Day. Also, folks who are experts in internal medicine. So, for our first responders, we send out a big hug. The smartest first responders driving around town, listening to 710 KURV. Appreciate you. Time for AccuWeather, and we got a change in the weather. Enjoy one more hot day in the valley. Big thank you to Dougie at Martin Farm and Ranch for a 7 o'clock AccuWeather on KURV. Purina Entler Max, rut season, Martin Farm certified dealer. And they got some great deals. You stop by at Martin Farm and Ranch, say hi to Dougie from us. AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina. One more day, one more hot day, triple digits, run to the beach, cool off. What do you think the cool front crosses tonight, Jason?
During the overnight, we'll get down to 64 tonight, so we'll start with the tempering of the, winds will shift into the northeast, so it'll come through during the overnight tonight.
Where is the cold front right now? Where is it? San Antonio, Central Texas? Where? Dallas?
Yeah, it's still a little further north.
Let's see. Normally you can see the line.
Well, the thing is, there's just not a lot of
nothing there.
There's not a lot of storm along with it. So it's actually very quiet. So it's off to the north still a ways. The actual center of low pressure is still just south of the Texas Oklahoma border, with extending kind of westward from it.
So would you say that this is going to be a little cooler than we thought a few days back, with temperatures in the 50s, maybe like Wednesday night and Thursday night? And how long can we keep the nice, cool, mild weather around here?
It's going to stick around for, several days, at least to the weekend. We're back to now right through the week. Let me extend the forecast. I mean, we hit 90 Saturday, but it's back to 85 on Sunday. So. Yeah.
But overnight, still in the 60s, like Saturday night and Sunday night and things like that.
Let's kick this thing
It's
out.
like mid-70s, I think. Yeah,
so 64 tonight, 52 tomorrow night.
Yeah.
53 Thursday night, Friday 64 night, Saturday night 61, 63 Sunday night, 65 Monday night. Temps stay down all the way into next week, actually. Mid and upper 80s to near 90 all throughout the weekdays, the next 10 days.
And good travel weather, and nothing to report right now across the state of Texas.
Yeah, it's just sunny and days and clear nights. Just more comfortable here moving forward.
Jason, are you a chocoholic?
I like chocolate. It depends though. Like I like Cadbury chocolate and like some of that stuff.
Who makes the best in your opinion? Like, do you buy some of the premium stuff?
I like the Cadbury. I like the English and European chocolates.
That's pretty good.
I'm a little snooty. Sorry.
Yeah. Maybe Swiss.
As I stand here with my Ed Grimley, hair this morning, it's just sticking.
Lint.
I do like the Lindt chocolate.
Lindt chocolate. I was going, what's the brand of that? The Swiss chocolate, Lindt. Yeah, that is.
When I was traveling between upstate New York and Roanoke, Virginia. About halfway through in Pennsylvania, there's actually a Lindt chocolate factory store, and they would have like seconds and stuff, and you could get like all kinds of cool varieties of the truffles and stuff. Oh, that place was amazing.
Second store, like what, did people return it? And
no, during the manufacturing process, maybe the little, they weren't quite perfect. You know what I mean? Like
it tastes the same, man. I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take
seriously.
a
You
piece
know
of
what I
steak.
mean? Oh, there's like 6 less pieces of salt on this piece of salted caramel.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not as aesthetically perfect.
Yeah, it's not, maybe they forgot a little bit of the drizzle or something, whatever.
I need to send a big hello to a friend of the station, Vettel, our friend Vettel, Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. Now, that is a place that we visit pretty often near the convention center there in McAllen. They make it there in house, and of course, they cover the apples and strawberries with it. Good stuff on this National Chocolate Day. All right, Val, I'll call you next hour. AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina on 710 KURV. A look at the lottery now. The Texas Lottery brought in nearly $2 billion to state coffers. And Russell Scott says that comes despite a drop in sales for the Texas Lottery.
The Texas Lottery brought in $1.8 billion for the state during fiscal year 2025. That despite a major slump in sales of national jackpot games. The total revenue for the year topped $7.9 billion, marking the seventh consecutive year that the lottery has generated more than $1.6 billion for Texas programs. Most of that goes to the Foundation School Fund to support public education. And in a new record, the lottery contributed just over $31 million to the Fund for Veterans Assistance.
Time is 7:14 on News Talk 710 KURV. A look at the pump and gas prices. What are the trends in petroleum near future? Also, other business opportunities, an expansion of jobs in Texas from LNG, and also new energy, the batteries, the rare earth minerals. Conversation with a friend of the station, Tim Snyder, economist, next on the Valley's Morning News.
Protect your liver and give it the support it deserves with Active Liver from New Nordic. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meyer Grocery, or online at Amazon or at newnordicusa.com.
Back to school season is here, and at Zen Asian Bistro in McAllen, we're giving you more reasons to smile through homework, carpools, and busy nights. Right now at Zen, every Monday through Thursday, all day long, kids 10 and under eat free with the purchase of an adult entree at regular price. That means you can treat yourself to fresh, made-to-order sushi rolls, delicious Chinese food, crispy tempura, or mouth-watering noodle bowls, all while the kids dig into their favorites. Now, we all love kids, but this one's just for the 10 and under crowd. And remember, you can get as many free kids meals as you want with purchase of an adult entree at regular price. 2 kids, 2 paying adults. 3 kids, you'll need 3 adults. Simple as that. Zen Asian Bistro is here for you. No shiz, no grocery run, no what's for dinner debate. Just you, the family, and plates of fresh Zen Asian Bistro flavors brought right to your table. So celebrate a great report card, reward a week of perfect attendance, or just take a break from cooking and let Zen Asian Bistro be your family's weeknight win. We'll see you this week at Zen Asian Bistro in McAllen.
This is your news, weather, and talk station. News Talk 710, KURV, and KURV.com.
Thank you for making us a part of your morning, the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. This is your radio station for Texas A&M Fighting Aggie football, and big thank you to our many supporters, including the Bert Ogden Auto Group and Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing. Going to focus on your pocketbook now. I got Tim Snyder, economist, MatadorEconomics.com. And let's start at the fuel pump. So a few days back, Tim, there was this report on the national average of gas now being nationwide, despite California and all the prices over there in communist land being through the roof. We got prices at the pump below $3 average. There's a give and take on that, though. I mean, what's the scenario when it comes to job creation, extraction, all that relates to all this, the cheap gas we have right now?
It's great to be with you, Sergio, and I'll tell you, there's a lot going on in the fuel business these days. Margins are tight. We know that. They've been tight for this last year. We've been watching the price of crude oil coming up and down. There's going to be some economic shifts here probably within the next week that could create a little bit of a groundswell with prices. In other words, we're watching what happens with India as they've been buying Russian crude oil and using it in their refineries, and of course turning back around and selling the product itself. And there's going to be a reshift in that adjustment because India is right now interested in lowering the tariffs that they're paying to the United States and trying to get a trade deal. So that'll make a difference. I think demand for gasoline is very strong, Sergio. Excuse me, here in the U.S. and around the world. And then on top of all of this, excuse me, we have record crude oil production. We're right at near record crude oil production, 13.636 million barrels per day. And crude oil production is going to help keep those gasoline prices down, especially as OPEC continues to work on their program of unwinding their production cuts.
Tim Snyder at MatadorEconomics.com. Earlier, when I went fishing on where India gets its fuel, so it's Russia, it's I do believe it's Iraq or Iran, and probably Iran, a combination of both, and Saudi Arabia. So that means what? They're going to get more fuel from the Saudis and try to cut the spigot a little bit to shorten the revenue for Russia, or what's the plan?
I will tell you that the news that Reuters reported 2 days ago that India is negotiating to commit to the United States for more crude oil to replace that Rosneft and Lukoil oil that they've been bringing in on sanctioned ships into India. That's just kind of a carrot and a stick kind of concept that they're looking at. They want to dangle something out there and try to get a good trade deal with the U.S. And so I think the U.S. is going to be the primary first benefactor. But, remember, Donald Trump's objective here is to try to economically starve the Russians from being able to continue to prosecute that war against Ukraine. And so anywhere, other than Russia is going to be the benefit.
Okay. Tim Snyder at MatadorEconomics.com. So Q4, cheaper gas, likely to hold through Christmas, right? So it might be good for any travel on the road, right? And for airlines too, I would imagine, maybe make a little bit more money going into Q4. There was this planned multi-billion-dollar project south of Houston, this plastic pellet manufacturer, ExxonMobil. They put the pause button on that. You'd figure that would be a moneymaker. They've been working on this for years. ExxonMobil putting a $10 billion plastic plant, this plastic pellet plant, Calhoun County, on hold. So what happened there, Tim?
I think they're reading some of the tea leaves. I know there's going to be an ongoing battle with the left, with the Greens, the Green side over there. And there was a lawsuit that was filed against the school district that was going to give the ExxonMobil a tax break for them to build that plant there in Calhoun County. So a group out of San Antonio came together, and we know the drill down in the Valley because you guys went through that with Next Decade and what you guys are dealing with your LNG plant. Even though we've gotten past that, ExxonMobil doesn't have the attitude, or doesn't have the appetite for a fight right now. They see the potential over gasoline or crude oil prices being lower and margins being tighter. And they're just going to make a strategic decision. Fine, we'll put this on hold. And Calhoun County, you're probably not going to get this plant because Exxon's going to pull the CapEx dollars and put them somewhere else to make them productive and not have a fight.
Oh, how sad. All right. So, liquefied natural gas. Yeah, we cleared all those nasty hurdles. And we got 4,000 plus people, maybe 5,000, close to that, working daily, building that liquefied natural gas node. We got likely another one on the way. I think they've lined up their customers for that one. Just want to get your thoughts on the economic impact of LNG on obviously bringing prosperity and wealth to the Valley. First time ever we've seen this type of injection that's non-governmental, right? So the impact to the economy in Texas and the country, for that matter, so we might have some more LNG customers overseas.
The thing I love about this, Sergio, is you and I have been talking about the LNG opportunity and what that means for the Rio Grande Valley, and not just the RGV, but also the entire state of Texas and the U.S. since before the pandemic. You guys have done such a tremendous job keeping the awareness into the citizens, minds. They know that you guys have provided so much great information during this time, and it's been critical that we be able to fight that battle. Now we're to the point where they're building the plant, they're doing the things that they need to do, they're gaining, the billions of dollars of economic support that they need to get this project underway, including securing offtake agreements, which makes a big difference for what's going to happen and increase your profitability. When this plant is producing, it will generate significant revenues for not only the Rio Grande Valley, and you talked earlier about the number of jobs that the LNG industry is going to bring to Rio Grande Valley, but really the entire state of Texas, the infrastructure throughout the entire state of Texas is going to benefit from how this thing goes. And so I'm tickled about where this is happening. And I believe it's going to continue to grow over time. If you look at the numbers, and I've been crunching the numbers, if you look at the numbers, there's an interesting scenario developing in that natural gas has built its own longevity into this process because, first of all, it's clean. Second of all, it's cheap. And third of all, it's abundant. And those three things work very well as you move forward. And I hate to say this, but not trying to sound disparaging, but it's a whole lot better than having to look off into the Gulf of Mexico and look at a bunch of wind turbines.
That's true. Tim Snyder, MatadorEconomics.com. Any way to pipe some Canadian crude down to Houston again? That Keystone XL project that Biden killed. Can we get it back? Or, we got like 3 years left in the Trump administration. Hopefully they keep going with energy-friendly policies after that. But where is that? Have you heard anything on reviving that project?
Keystone will not be revived. Keystone XL2 will not be, or the XL pipeline will not be revived. The company that owns it now, there's the primary Keystone that covers the northern United States out of Canada, but the Keystone XL pipeline will not be renewed. If something comes about, Sergio, it's going to have to be a totally new project. There are some discussions on a new project, but we need to get that. Remember, it's a balance in the refineries. We've got to have all types of crude oil so we can make maximum efficiency with the petrochemicals that we have and make sure it's very productive. So, we really need to have that Canadian tar sands crude down here to go to offset with the light sweet crude we pull out of West Texas and eastern Texas as well, and across the country. We've got to have that blend. So, right now they're looking at what their opportunities are, but there's no real plans because the Biden administration, not only did they kill it legally, they went and killed it physically because they took all that pipe that they had already laid, cut it into sections, into small pieces, and sent it back to plants where they could be melted down and used for something else. It was just not there.
Wow. Okay, so President Trump announces the Arctic Refuge will be open for drilling up in Alaska. Your thoughts on that, and how quickly will that be up and running?
I think it was much anticipated. Hopefully that's going to be up and running, in 6 months, maybe after we get past the winter months, and we'll see what happens. Many in Alaska have been waiting for this because this is a revenue source for them, on top of the fact that it provides much needed crude oil for refineries and everything else down here in the United States. So that's our own crude. That's our own country. Those are our citizens. And we're looking forward to being able to get that going again. Boy, we needed to have that reignited again. The North Sea, Arctic crude, there's tremendous reserves up there. And if we are not very careful, and we don't protect our own, it's going to go to somebody else because Russia's very interested in developing those North Sea and those Arctic assets.
There was this final thought from you on another topic of energy, which is rare earth minerals. There was this Australian company in the news, Lynas Rare Earth, that is hoping to develop a heavy rare earth separation facility near Houston at Seadrift. Plans for that rare earth mineral refinery on the Texas Gulf Coast. Is that a moneymaker? Is that a good market for Texas to continue pursuing more of these refineries for rare earth?
Absolutely, Sergio. I think that anything that we do with regards to rare earth minerals helps us keep our trade protected. One of the most vulnerable spots that we have in our national policy, security policy, is in the energy sector with regards to rare earth minerals and why we need them, where we need them. China controls. They extract about 70%, but they control about 90% of the world's rare earth minerals, even though, these minerals are found all around the world. We even have them here in the United States in abundant amounts. The difference is we've got to be able to manufacture them. We've got to be able to take them out. We've got to, change their form and be able to have them readily available for military uses. Jet airplanes use them. Some missiles use them. There's other AI type needs that we've got to have. So I think it's very important we have this. I believe this plant's got a tremendous chance of moving forward as the redevelopment or the development of this AI technology that we're looking at has gone just mainstream right now.
Okay, well, it's good to hear the investment again on this rare earth refinery in Texas, likely to complement all the high tech. Soon moving into Houston, all those supercomputers and chip manufacturing and the data centers, all that's taking place in the Texas economy. Tim, thank you. Look for his daily, right? It's a daily newsletter. Or how often do you, a daily newsletter? I know that's why he wakes up at 5 a.m. to start writing. Look for his newsletter, MatadorEconomics.com. Economist Tim Snyder. Be well, brother. You're in tune with the Valley's Morning News, and this check of some of the headlines. The service of Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH. The Texas Education Agency saying that they will be taking over the failing school district in Fort Worth, and that takeover, likely the first of several. There are 4 other Texas school districts that are in the crosshairs of TEA for takeover. H.E. Butt in the news. H.E.B. has announced that they will be donating $5 million to Texas food banks and about $1 million to Meals on Wheels. International news, Russian President Vladimir Putin saying that Moscow has successfully tested a new nuclear-powered cruise missile. Back to the U.S. and California specifically, they're asking voters to change the law so that they can pad the Democrat numbers from their state. A new poll suggests that California's Proposition 50 will pass, allowing for the state of California to redraw congressional lines and create more Democrat congressional seats to counter Texas, creating more Republican congressional seats. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. This is your station for Texas A&M fighting Aggie football. World Series Game 3 went to 18 innings last night. Chihuahuas. Who won? That's next on the Valley's Morning News.
Spotlight on Your Health, brought to you by DHR Health.
From the Gastroenterology Institute at DHR Health. Our guest today is gastroenterologist Dr.
Pratik Sudesh Harney.
I see patients in the clinic, also perform procedures for them both in the outpatient center and in the hospital. They can be regular endoscopic procedures or complex endoscopic surgeries. I was trained by a person in Houston, Dr. Nirav Tosani, who's running the largest clinical trial on pancreatic cancer treatment endoscopically. And that's my vision for DHR. The greatest thing about DHR is that people make the place. That I truly believe that the people in this institution really are bent towards caring for people. Go the extra mile to take care of someone as if they were their own family member. That, I think, sets it apart from any other institution that I've worked with, apart from obviously performing cutting-edge endoscopic and gastroenterology needs. We perform every procedure that is known to gastroenterology here at DHR that you would provide at any other institution that I trained at. And combine that with our research team. Our research team, we currently have 7 trials that are ongoing with gastroenterology and liver diseases, which is very exciting, which is almost as any big center in the country would produce. And we're only growing. So me coming on board, I'm trying to make sure that the research team also picks up more ideas from what I do.
From the DHR Health Gastroenterology Institute, gastroenterologist Dr.
Pratik Sudesh Harney.
DHR Health.
This has been Spotlight on Your Health, brought to you by DHR Health. For you, for life.
Ah, the eternal struggle. Too hot? Too cold? Forget about it. Mike's Plumbing, Electrical, and HVAC will make your home a true Goldilocks zone. Don't bear it alone when your fairy tale home feels like a nightmare gone wrong. Mighty Mike is your shining hero who will save the day with service that's not too early, not too late, but just right. Call Mighty Mike at 956-686-1353 or visit callmightymike.com. Mike's Plumbing, Electrical, and HVAC.
Get it right. Call Mighty Mike.
Mighty Mike to the rescue.
Just one call to solve it all.
Wherever you go, there we are. On air, online, on the go. News Talk 710 KURV and KURV.com.
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
I'm Trevor Beck with your TSN Sports Minute. The Spurs took it to the Raptors, and we saw more leaps in ability from Wembanyama with an amazing play on a run.
Boyles can't hit the three. Wembanyama around the back. Nice pass to Sal. Timeout Toronto.
Spurs win 121-103 and face the Heat next on Thursday night. Rockets also got the big win over the 0-4 Brooklyn Nets with stellar play from young stud Shepard Reed.
Self inbounds. Gets it back. Shepard ripped it from him. Cookies. There you go, Reed Shepard.
Rockets win 137-109 and face the Raptors tomorrow night at 5:30. And the Mavs, down 20 points at one point, were unable to climb back in versus the defending champs, OKC Thunder, falling 101-94. They will have a chance to bounce back tomorrow night versus the Pacers at 7:30. I'm Trevor Beck with your TSN Sports Minute.
Freddie Freeman with a walk-off solo homer in the 18th inning to lift the Dodgers to a 6-5 win over the Blue Jays that tied the record for the longest World Series game in history. Take a 2-1 lead in the Fall Classic. Freeman on hitting his second career walk-off homer in the World Series.
I don't, it's kind of amazing, crazy, and I'm just glad we won. And we're up 2-1, and we got our Shohei on the mound tomorrow.
Speaking of Shohei, 4 for 4, 2 homers, 3 RBI. Also tied a Major League postseason record for the most times on base in a single game with 9. Monday Night Football, the Chiefs rattled off 21 unanswered points in the second half, beat the Commanders 28-7 for their third straight win. That's sports. I'm Ronza Moss.
AccuWeather says enjoy triple-digit heat today. Should be about 20 degrees, almost 20 degrees cooler tomorrow. So we got a cool front on the way overnight. Again, 100 today, triple digits plus for many areas of South Texas. And then highs tomorrow. And the next day should be like in the low and mid 80s. And overnight lows Wednesday night and Thursday night should be in the 50s. That's beautiful. Border Bridge wait times as posted on KURV.com. And let's get the latest numbers. Again, if you're driving back to Brownsville, 30, 45 minutes, B&M, Gateway, respectively, same thing. At Veterans, about half hour. And headed back to the U.S., headed back to McAllen, Mission, Edinburgh. 45 minutes at the San Luis Bridge and about 30 minutes at the other two. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Business News Check of Your Money up next. Magnesium is an essential mineral that, well, among the many bodily functions it could help you with, to keep you regular, help you go. Are you magnesium deficient? And what type of magnesium is best for what you're seeking? Maybe you're seeking some magnesium supplement for blood sugar regulation, or maybe your energy, or something related to muscle activity. Go find what you need at Major Health Foods. 44 plus years of experience dealing with the top brands. And yes, not only magnesium, but all the other supplements to keep you healthy. Jolene and the gang, they know at Major Health Foods, again, with more than a generation, 44 plus years of experience. For pain relief, look for what God made to help relieve that pain and swelling. Look for what God made for better sleep and joint health. You will find it at Major Health Foods. It's natural. It's health supplements for men and women. And then on top of that, I know folks go into Major Health Foods and they stock up on all these wonderful juices that they press with what I said, what God made. Kale and spinach and celery and apple and oranges and pineapple, all pressed, all these wonderful juices to help you recover from a strenuous workout or maybe help you get some energy or help you with your diet as well. Men and women healthy supplements, only the top brands, and of course, all the expertise with the 44 plus years. Go see them. Say hi to Jolene for me. Major Health Foods, South 10th and Jackson Avenue in McAllen.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in McAllen at 956-803-0058 in Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
It's time to get on over to Glick Twins for this year's hunting adventure. And you're gonna want Browning. Browning X-Bolt rifles have always been the ticket to bagging your best trophy. The slick X-Bolt action cycles fast, and the rifle is easy to handle. And at Glick Twins, we carry the Browning Satori shotguns, which means optimized shot pattern performance. These over and unders don't just look great, but they perform great. If you want to be hunting like the pros, get on over to Glick Twins. It's worth it.
Experience everything Bird Ogden Cadillac in Edinburgh has to offer. Service, selection, and quality. Indulge yourself with bold design and step into EV luxury and lease a new Cadillac Lyriq. Now just $399 per month. More style, more innovation, more you. Make your move. Set yourself apart and discover a new standard of luxury ownership. Visit us online at birdogdencadillac.com or come in today to Bird Ogden Cadillac in Edinburgh. Official sponsor of UTRGV football. Dale gas!
Audio streaming on KURV.com. Powered by South Texas Buick GMC. McAllen Mission.
I'm Dom Savino with Your Money Now. The U.S. has not yet approved a next-generation weight loss pill from Eli Lilly, but the drug maker is not waiting for the AOK. Lilly's chief executive says the company has already produced billions of doses of the drug because it expects huge demand worldwide. Lilly has called this new drug a GLP-1 for all. That's because oral versions of the obesity medicine will be more easily accessible than injection versions like its own Zepbound and Novo Nordisk's Wegovy. It had been a rough few years for UPS, struggling with slow demand, high expenses, tariff uncertainty. Not anymore. The nation's largest parcel delivery company smashed its profit target thanks to several cost-cutting measures ahead of the busy holiday season. One way, larger than expected job cuts affecting more than 34,000 positions. UPS shares up 12%. On Wall Street, futures are a little changed as the market catches its breath after yesterday's record high. That's Your Money Now.
AccuWeather says highs today, triple digits, really hot. Chihuahua. Hey, there's relief on the horizon. We got a cool front overnight. Highs tomorrow should be in the low 80s. This is the Valley's Morning News. This is News Talk 710 KURV. Radio Para Mi is the free app. Go find it and listen to 710 KURV, the morning news radio on your smartphone. The free app is called Radio Para Mi. We got Fox News coming up in about 2 minutes.
Picture this. You're halfway through a DIY car fix and boom, you're missing a part. It's okay because whatever it is, it's on eBay and it's guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love.
I'll tell you what I love is that Culligan water purification system that Daly and I and the kids, we've had for years and years. Purified water, open up that little spout and fill up that tall glass of satiating, healthy, wonderful tasting water. Never, ever the smell or the taste of plastic. And, of course, those half-consumed bottles all over the place. I just find that so annoying. I know you do as well. So be rid of that. I know you will always have a bottle here or there. But for some of y'all who are stacking up these 40 packs of water, you got half-consumed or quarter-consumed bottles of plastic bottles all over the place. You know the kids. Take 2-3 swigs and then leave it there. Babas, and put the spit in there. Nobody wants that. Call Culligan for only $35 a month. You've got your own water purification system. Don't forget to connect it to the ice box. Get some perfect ice cubes, ice cold water as well, at least for today with triple-digit temperatures. Call Culligan. Only $35 a month, your own water purification system, and you get all that gas that you'd be burning going back and forth to the store. Yeah, stop that. And, of course, get all that time back. that otherwise you'd be spending going back to the store to get some bottled water. Call Culligan 956-399-1780.
Power, performance, and savings. The Coyote year-end clearance event is on now at Rivetta's Machinery in Donna. For more than 50 years and 3 generations, the Rivetta families proudly served the Rio Grande Valley, and today they continue that tradition with Coyote, the name trusted for power, reliability, and value. Right now, they're clearing out Coyote tractors, zero turns, utility vehicles, and compact construction equipment, all at incredible year-end savings. From the small but mighty 21 horsepower models all the way up to the brand new 140 horsepower Coyote HX 1402, they have the right machine for every job and every budget. And with financing as low as 0% interest and zero down payment with approved credit, there's never been a better time to join the Rivetta's family. Go see why generations of hardworking Texans choose Rivetta's for tractors, equipment, and service that go the distance. Visit them on Expressway 83 in Donna between Hutto and Valverde Roads. Rivetta's for the long haul. See dealer for full details.
Come into Volvo Cars Edinburgh today and find the Volvo that's right for you. Shop from a great selection of Volvos today. Get comfortable in the incredible new 2025 Volvo XC40. With all new technology and innovation that makes the Volvo brand stand out from the rest. Lease one today for just $399 a month. That's right, $399 a month. We shop the competition so you don't have to at Volvo Cars Edinburgh.
Dale gas!
News and weather information at your fingertips.
No more browsing for no apparent reason. No more mindlessly surfing on our laptops.
Log on to KURV.com. News Talk 710 KURV.
News Talk Authority of South Texas. You're in tune with it. 710 KURV. This is the Valley's morning news for Tuesday, October 28th. Join us online, Radio Panamí. I'm Sergio Sanchez, along with show producer Fred Cruz and AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina. Triple-digit heat today, and then highs in the low 80s for tomorrow. Got a cool front on the way. News on 710 KURV. A service of Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. President Trump in Japan speaking to business leaders.
Japan is already America's 6th largest trading partner, and I think as of today, that's gone up probably 2 notches, and the number one source of foreign direct investment.
President adding it up, saying Japan will be investing $550 billion into the U.S. Amazon confirming today it will hand pink slips to 14,000 corporate employees. It's the behemoth's biggest round of layoffs in years, the company looking to invest more in AI. A catastrophe awaits Jamaica from Hurricane Melissa.
It will be a Category 5 upon landfall. That landfall is going to be remarkable, and the devastation that's going to happen upon landfall and even into the center of the island is going to be something to behold.
Fox Weather's Robert Ray on the north side of the island. America's listening to Fox News.
USDA approving a once-a-day pill that would be an alternative to hormone therapy, a once-a-day pill that works without hormones to prevent hot flashes in menopausal women. Linquet is set to hit the market next month. The family premiums for employer-sponsored health coverage have gone up 6%, according to a new study. Texas note. Federal agents in Laredo arrest a father and son accused of smuggling hundreds of guns into Mexico.
CBP officers found hidden compartments in 2 trailers packed with about 400 firearms, high-capacity magazines, and thousands of rounds of ammo. Investigators say the discovery came during a routine border inspection. The duo are now facing federal charges as Homeland Security looks into where those weapons were headed.
That's reporter Kristen Yates. And Texas, 2 senators have filed an immigration bill that would try to address a problem that was made worse by President Joe Biden.
During the last administration, nearly 500,000 unaccompanied kids showed up at the southern border. Joseph Kafari with Homeland Security says after being placed with a sponsor, many disappeared.
More than 43,000 who were served with notices to appear failed to actually appear for their scheduled court date.
This new bill mandates background checks on illegal immigrant kids and their sponsors, and it prohibits the release of children into the custody of those who are in the country illegally.
That's Michael Board reporting. And according to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, a new study found that 4 in 10 U.S. adults admit to driving drowsy to the point where it impacted their ability to stay safe on the road. 4 and 10, Freddie. You and I would be 2 out of the 4 in that one. So get more sleep, Freddie. Get more sleep. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV, your station for Houston Texan football. A real test for the Texans this coming Sunday. Pre-game 11:30 because they're hosting the Broncos. Get all the play-by-play on 710 KURV and our sister station, Super Tejano. Thank you much for joining us on News Talk 710 KURV, and find us at Radio Para Mí, the free app. Sometimes a rental property is just way too much work, and it's more work than it's worth, right? And you've reached the point, it's time to sell. It's time to cash in, put all that money, all that capital in the bank. Okay, so you need to make a phone call today. You do some research. But among the folks that you call, I recommend that you go search for the Ryan and Brian real estate team, the top real estate team in this entire region. And these good folks, the only ones I want to trust to help me sell my home or help me find a home. It's the Ryan and Brian real estate team. Jessica from the real estate team, the Ryan and Brian team, she helped sell a duplex in Harlingen. The clients, well, they called someone else, and that didn't work out, and they were unhappy. So eventually, thank you, Jesus, they found the Ryan and Brian real estate team. The marketing system at the Ryan and Brian team is aggressive, and it is successful. It is a moneymaker. They reach thousands of potential home buyers every day. So they generate all the interest that's going to generate the phone calls and the visits, and boom, house sold. That home sold for a full asking price. Call the Ryan and Brian real estate team. That could be you. Here's the number to call, 956-540-2536. The website, ryanandbrian.com. That's ryanandbrian.com.
If you're selling your home, don't be trying. Call Ryan and Brian. Go to ryanandbrian.com.
Hi there. My name is Tony Bolstead. My wife and I, Carol, own Sand Monsters. We'd like you to come on out and have fun. We've got a half-mile-long track out here. It runs across about 3.5 acres. I have adult cars and kid cars, getting laps in, learning how to drive on the sand. And we also lease space to Redline Helicopters is one of our tenants here, and they've got a pad and they do helicopter tours. Lone Star National Bank and the team there really helped us get this thing put together, answered all our questions, huge help.
I am Stephanie Harrison. I am the second generation owner of Sisters Interiors on South Padre Island. We had always dreamed of owning our own land and owning our own building, using our design team to create what you see here today. That's how we got involved with Lone Star National Bank. We partnered with them and they helped us, create the dream.
Improve your overall health and enjoy a better quality of life with Dr. T's Primary Care. You're trying to set some new weight goals. If you're too moody or stressed out or just tired and trying to get more sleep, Dr. T's Primary Care can help you with all of that. And more if you're worried about things like low testosterone. Dr. T is a primary care provider from the sniffles to the flu and also offer menopause treatment, peptide treatment, and IV vitamin infusions.
Summer is heating up, and so is our local economy. From sizzling business deals to community connections, News Talk 710 KURV and the Radio Para Mí app are here to keep you in the know. Download the Radio Para Mí app to stay informed and entertained. Whether it's local market updates, summer events, or the weather, we've got you covered. Support local, stay connected, and tune in to the pulse of Rio Grande Valley business. News Talk 710.